This is my Volkswagen Transporter Type 4 VWT4. It's an XAA van and it has been converted to a camper van. It's the 102 brake horsepower ACV engine, as denoted by the TDI being all silver. The 88 brake horsepower has a blue eye and the 150 brake horsepower has a red eye, but the 102 brake horsepower is a silver eye. Right, well, let's have a look inside. As you can see, it's a nice colour outside. This is the cab, and it even has one of the famous eBay cup holders and phone holders, which you can get from eBay for about £10, which is very good. As you can see, it's in quite good condition and it's more or less standard as it came out of the factory, apart from the camper conversion in the back, and it is slightly lowered, what I call sensibly lowered, by about 40mm. Over 200,000 miles on the clock and still going strong. Right, this is the inside. As I said, the previous owner fitted this out. It's all insulated and carpeted. The cupboards are IKEA. It has a 3/4 width rock and roll bed with seat belts, electric hookup, leisure battery, Zig unit. Some 12-volt sockets and a USB socket. Vanex curtains all round, and also a Vanex curtain between the cab and the rear. And my little reversing lens there, I think it's called a Frenzel lens, so I can back up to things quite closely and accurately. They're very good. In case you've never seen one, they're about £6 on eBay if you haven't got reversing sensors. So let's have a look inside the cupboards. The elastic band is a safety precaution, as it has on occasions popped one of those cupboard doors open and spread the contents on the floor over going round a bend. It hasn't got a built-in cooker, but it does have a single burner stove there, gas cartridges, so I don't have onboard gas tank. Also has the water tanks in that cupboard. A cupboard with a few things in, including my tin opener and a bit of food and some water. Another cupboard here. And a cupboard at the top. And we have a cupboard at the back as well, with a fire extinguisher and the foot pump and jump leads and the electrical hook cable. Running water. LED lighting. Controlled by this switch on the wall. And the curtain between the cab and the rear. Looks like this is the Mazda MX-5 club going by. Under this mat is the socket for the table, and there's a table with a surfboard table and the leg clips between the cupboard and the driver's seat. I've got a bag of silver screens that go around the outside of the van when it's on a campsite, or I can use the centre curtain if I'm trying to do a little bit more of a covert camp. Passenger seat is on a swivel, so that can turn round and face into the rear. At back of the rock and roll bed there is quite a nice seat for sitting on and looking out at the view. Plenty of under bed storage for the table and a chair and some beer. So this is the rock and roll bed, so we'll put that down, and the two seatbelt buckles there we just tuck down into the gap, and it's an exceedingly comfortable bed. And this is the view from the rear with the bed down. It's as I said, it's fairly standard. It's had a little bit of colour coordination. The bumpers have been painted yellow, and the mirrors, and there's a little bit of black detailing which makes it look nice. And it's got the wind deflectors on the windows, so when you're camping you can have the windows down half an inch or so, letting air in but not rain. So this is the engine. It's, as I said, the 2.5 TDI ACV 102 brake horsepower engine, which goes very nicely. Got the intercooler and the turbo. And as you can see, all in all, a very good condition van for an 18-year-old van. The VIN number starts WV2, which means that it was always considered to be a passenger or leisure vehicle. It was the combi when it was an AA van, so had seats in the rear. This was before the M1 and N1 classification, which has now made the T5 and T6 combis into commercial vehicles. But this one, as you can see from the VIN number, was always a passenger or leisure vehicle. But it's now registered as a motor caravan anyway, so it's I can happily do car speeds without fear of being prosecuted. I have load rated tyres on steel wheels, and the tyres actually say Transporter around the outside, which is very nice, cool for a Volkswagen Transporter. There's a proper C-rated, commercially rated load rated tyres.